Alright, so it looks like we're in a pretty good spot. I almost want to actually double speed right now just because like everyone's doing their thing. Like you'd have to like irrigate this whole like patch of land, and you have to take all the steel, which is gonna take a minute, and you gotta build this I'm having you build the solar panel or wind turbine first just because it connects the solar panel and then the turbine to these batteries so we can start getting some power stored. Um I usually get the fridge going first whenever I play Rimworld. I know like some people like in the house and like the beds and everything set up, but I just think like for me the basic component you gotta get your food chain set up and set up working. Like once you have power and the kitchen set up, you can set up like the electric stove and you don't have to mess with like campfires at all, which is nice in my opinion. I always hate messing with campfires because it's like having to keep a wood stock and it's just fun. Like it changes the dynamic of the game. And is any power getting in? Yeah, see, like some power is getting in. It goes 2, 3. It's not too much just because it's a start. We're making progress. All this wood's also gonna have to be moved eventually, but that's neither here nor there. Is it deteriorating at all? Yeah, not really. We'll be fine. This mountain, we're probably gonna almost completely destroy this mountain by the end of the game, I think, unless we all get killed early, which is possible. Just because it's a big mountain and very dangerous. I think what I'm going to want to do is I do want to get research going soon just because we need mortars and defensive technology as soon as possible. And what I mean by that is if they do a siege or like a large raid, we're going to be crushed quickly. So this is going to be like a combative game. Like sometimes when those big raids come, you're really just going to get destroyed. Like I think the biggest advantage we have is what everyone has is that since it's defensive, we choose like kind of the where and the when of the battle. Like they can come from multiple angles. How's everybody doing? I should probably build a table and furniture. I'm gonna build like a main room. I'm gonna do it out of wood, I think. I'm gonna build a wood main house. I'm gonna do it. Nah, I'm gonna do it 11 by 11. So nice 11 by 11 by 11. And the reason I did 11 by 11 is that way I can get this nice little aesthetic where the door is exactly in the middle with 5 on each side. And with this building, I'm going to turn it into my main craft room. I might further subdivide it. Like I think I might also put like the prison in there. And I'm only using wood as my temporary thing. In a perfect world, the material of choice is whatever chunk. I like breaking up the rocks and turning them into usable chunks just because it's it adds so it makes a nice aesthetic in my opinion, and like it saves metal or steel just because I always feel like I need steel, and by using stone it's another pawn, but I feel if you have a good food supply, that's what I like about having a lot of food. You can really have like 8 plus pawns, and once you're at that level you can really multitask because you only need like 2 or 3 pawns for an operation. Like I like getting art set up or different types of crafting, like you can double strand. Right now it's just the basic like survival, and um I think we're going to want to get a research to be our first dedicated pawn. So I think we're going to want to have a research bench and kind of have like a setup where it's a three person day-to-day game, and then we are supporting another person just being the research body. So they just like wake up, go research, and go to sleep and research, just because the effect of these texts really do add up. And like if you can get this tree is why the wind is not being so effective. I'm not going to prioritize it right now just because we don't have anything to power. We're only charging batteries. But I'm going for a walk. I'm gonna go to speed 2. I know I don't like normally speeding up. I'm gonna speed up through the night actually, just because I'm done with work right now. There's nothing really that can go on. But as time passes, though, like there's a greater chance for something really going on. Oh, he's like growing, so during joy he still farms. Awesome. Alright, well at least he knocked a tree out, like, because that takes a bit of time. These berry bushes are dope because it's wild fruit. That's something you have to keep your eye out. There's, like, wild berries, and there's another type of stuff. It's, like, agave fruit, It's like this would be a great farmland because it's like a nice even cluster, but it's a bit too far away for now. Let's speed up through the morning. Let's see what else we have going on the map. Right, our like immediate like kind of planning can kind of be. Big structures like this is our ancient dangers, so we're gonna deal with that soon enough. There's a hot spring or steam geyser or whatever over there. I'm wondering if there's another one closer, just in terms of. Oh, there's one right here. That's amazing. Because there's a tech later on, which lets you get another one here. Get power from them, and that's just going to be fantastic. I like animals in the game. I think animals are a cool gameplay mechanic, like buying, breeding animals. Like, I had a game going pretty recently where I just had like a million pigs and they kept breeding, and like you could actually see the family tree, and it was like everyone was each other's cousin. It was kind of gross, but million pigs, slow down. A million pigs, and they were all carrying everything, and I also had a bunch of llamas and buffalo, and it kind of became a hassle. Like, you have to feed these animals too, and I haven't really figured out how to do that effectively. So I don't want to go too crazy with too many animals, but I think having at least like a good number of llamas and potentially upgrading them to buffalo later if we get the opportunity will be beneficial to us all. And see, like, you're at level 7 growing now, which is great because each level you speed up the rate at which you grow. And so when you're getting better at growing, I mean, I'm explaining experience, but it really does add up. See, these are the berries, which is another food. Getting towards it. It's we're gonna have to figure out what you're going to do soon. Mining you're good at, and growing you're good at, so we might have you do a bit of both. I think growing is probably the priority, but mining is not important. I think it might be a good idea just for the sake of efficiency. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna just plot this out just so I don't forget to mine through. I'm just gonna do this and that. Yeah, just mine through that, and then we get a tunnel through. I didn't do a straight line just in case it becomes a defensive position. It likely won't, just because if we do fight, I don't think it's going to be around here. It'll probably be around these trees, or this is actually a pretty good zone because there's a lot of tree cover. We'll see. We're actually coming along pretty well with growing, and you're level 7, and once you're at level 8, you can grow some plants. You see, have to be at different levels in order to grow. Like, you can grow rice at any level, but you can't grow. I think heel root, for example, is what I'm thinking of until you're level 8. And getting a nice field. Yeah, I'm just gonna set it up now. You won't be able to do it yet, so it'll be fine. Growing. I'm gonna do it over all these trees because it's fine, and just set it up for heel root. Yeah, 8. And see, like, hop is level 7, and smoke leaf is level 4. I might want to get a smoke leaf operation growing. Get some, do some. I know I don't really do the in-game drugs as like a mechanic, just because. Oh, we got our first thing going. Is it charged? Yeah. So let's set our temperature 70 degrees. What is freezing? So let's do 16 degrees Fahrenheit, and bam. We have a freezer going, so I'm going to temporarily forbid this. So I'm going to have it marked, but not have it be built at, just because we don't need it right now. Because this was working at keeping it. Wait, what temperature is it at? 43 degrees. That's not 37. Yeah, it'll do it, I think. And cool. So we're building this room. I don't know how active we're gonna really want to do hunting. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna mess with this. I'm gonna throw corpses on real quick and animal corpses. And so I'm gonna have Shao get some killing. Let's kill this raccoon. Get some game and fire at the raccoon. And bam, that is some solid shooting, dude. Oh, right, you're a bad shooter. Well, getting some experience won't hurt. I just want to kill this raccoon now, and because we have a freezer now, its body won't deteriorate. Oh, perfect. So it's dead, and I'm going to stop, and I'm going to... Yeah, whatever. You probably won't get too much experience. Like, what is probably going to happen is we'll eventually add some better fighters to our crew, and they'll kind of take over. Like, they'll naturally, like, fall into that role. Kind of want you to cut down that tree just in terms of power now, just because, like, it's seeing something inefficient kind of irks me, just because you know you can do it better. But Like, this whole thing can be set up way better, but you just have to, like, do the legwork and actually do it right now. And, like, right now he has to plant all this rice. Like, this rice is, like, almost, you know, 20% grown. This is, like, 25% because it's on a better patch. But, like, we're really getting into the, like, clearing this out. And once it's all set up, once it's all done, it'll feel better, I think. Yeah, so, like, shoes, architecture, houses construction. Level 8, that's good still. Artist is probably pretty good. He's a level 3 intellectual, so or what, he's a favorite intellectual, which is kind of nice, I guess. But we're probably gonna find a better one. Like, that's the thing right now. The game's so early. I'm gonna speed up. I'm sit on 2. It's so early in the game that we don't really have any standout masters. Like, sometimes if you get like a level 20 something, you kind of build your game around it. Like, if you have a level 20 artist, like, it makes sense to set up like an art-based crafting trade system just to take advantage of that skill. And with the guys we have, we really don't have it. We just have some, like, survivors who are hanging out, you know, trying to get some survival on, getting through the day, you know, one day at a time, right? I don't know if they cut down the trees inside automatically or if you have to put floor in. It's kind of interesting. Did I build the beds yet? No. Yeah, you have some stuff to do. I'll get a notification if there's nothing to build, or maybe you'll ship with the cleaning, which doesn't really matter because we don't really have an inside yet. There's a dead turkey. How did he die? The warg. Oh, the warg just killed it. Nice. Go Misha. That's pretty solid actually because we can turn that turkey into food and maybe craftable supplies or at least a few silver at a next trading opportunity for the turkey skin. But okay, yeah, you're just getting the wood. See, like, this loaf comes along, feels like it's come a lot more along because, like, all the bushes and trees, and it looks like it came more along because it's more along. Like, really. I like the mohawk on Downs. It gives him a nice, like, side aesthetic. He's cutting down the trees preemptively. Did he get to level 8? No, he's at level 7, but he's about half. He's a weak professional at farming right now, but you're gonna get there, dude. This is gonna be your main skill pretty soon, like, because your main one's medicine and crafting. But farming is gonna take the lead, and you will be our farmer. Hauling wood. Oh, love. How's that going over? Be kind of nice if they fell in love. Like, I hope there doesn't mean like a rivalry or something like that. I don't think it's that deep, but I think you get some experience from cutting down trees up to level 1. That's something. Like, you're probably gonna end up being level 2 or maybe even 3 by the end of the game if you're constructing through trees like this, because you probably have to cut like 2-3 more trees. I am going to order for, where's cut? Is it cut plant or cut chop wood? I'm gonna chop wood for do and do. Oh, and yeah, I'm gonna chop that one. So kill all these plants and then harvest this, harvest that, and harvest that, and cut. Wait, how do I do? I'll just order to cut plant everything inside. It might do it automatically, and people won't be watching me like, idiot, you don't have to do that, but, you know, I just want dirt floor, I don't want anything to grow, and I want a roof to the area, which will happen soon enough. I'm actually going to rank plant cut. I'm going to cut grow down to 3 and cut these 2 down to 4. So that way he'll plant cut as his priority right now. Just because I kind of want to take care of these trees because this tree and that tree, all these trees have been like a minor thing, and if he's wasting his time cutting down the tree, like, that's a pain in the butt. So I'm just gonna have this guy prioritize cutting oak tree, and that way you can I'm gonna build I'll let him sleep, I guess, but I don't know why he's sleeping there. It's just, is he literally in the middle of a work zone? But yeah, you know, like the dirt road, like, it like seems less overgrowth. Like, I kind of like the aesthetic. Like, it's we might pack it. Is that a floor plan? Can you pack the floor? Smooth the floor. Yeah, it's not rough. You have to smooth like this slate, granite or whatever. I'm just gonna finish the wall just so we have a done wall. Cut. You're going away. Plants. I think it helps your growing a little bit. No, I think cutting a tree does for sure though, but it needed to be done. I say, like, I see it's also dying naturally in the shade. And all right. Need columnist beds, minor break risk. Aaron is, I think it's because you don't have the bedroom. Rebuff downs. Oof. I don't like tried to romance me. Someone I don't like tried to romance me. That's going to be awkward. I might have to do some, like, I don't really like having to keep people away or organizing around people's opinions, you know, but that's might be the thing that has to happen. She ate berries, which is good. I generally like not having to eat as many meals as possible. Let's see, how is the rice coming along? 34%, 34%. Boo, 41%. That rich rice is coming in dope. We're going to get some more growing in tomorrow. Let's speed through this. But pretty soon, this is going to be like a nice completed structure. Is this a roof area built? Yeah, so that has to be built. And yeah, this is frozen, and this is frozen. I'm going to want to build another structure pretty soon. Probably right here where it's like a... Actually, I'm just going to make it right here, right now at night. That's what I'm going to do. It'll be wood for now. Even though wood's not supposed to be good, but I like wood because it's cheap and abundant. And then it's going to be a electric stove right here, and a butcher's table, right there. And there's going to be one door right here. And that's it. Perfect. Ooh, chunk of space debris. Alright, Aaron's up and just having a little meal. I do need to build a table. I'm going to have it in here, I think. Furniture table. I'm going to do a 2x2. Stick it in the corner for now. And do 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 stools. Because we're probably just going to have another stool. Aaron's cleaning right now, which is a good sign. What's your character do? It also grows, or she also grows, so I'm going to stick her on grow as well. And I am going to... Do we need mining? Yeah, I'm going to do mining. So mining is going to be 3. So let's have you finish. Whenever you finish your set of cleaning, which you're not really cleaning anything. Cleaning helps the beauty of things. Like this room has like a beauty of awful, and it's impoverished, and you can do stuff like put statues in and like build nice floors out of nice material and stuff like that. But right now we're just in the like... Right now it's more like we have to like get an operation going before we can improve the operations, you feel. And we're actually doing a pretty good job because like we have all the stuff set up in place. It's raining right now. There hasn't really been any threat going on. Like nobody's come and challenge us. We do get a pretty good amount of experience. Like we're completely built this roof done. Downs is doing a good job of cutting down these trees. You're probably getting wood. How's your agriculture? I want you to be at 8 pretty soon. You're at 5,000 experience, so and like probably by the end of the day, you probably will be able to start planning that heal route. And heal route is you go through a lot of it, so you generally just want to have as much as possible on hand because sometimes you can sell it for some cash if you have too much, and worst case scenario, you have too much medicine, which has never been the death of any like group of people having too much. Well, I guess drugs, but like you know what I mean. Like it's better to have too much medicine than too few medicine. So we'll get the heal route going soon. Having a table is important because you get a modifier for eating without a table. So that just improves people's mood that much more. And some people have like some people that matters a lot, and if people's moods get too low, they do stupid shit, which could hurt the team. And we want to try and avoid that. These stools are shoddy, normal. I'm eventually going to want to sell and replace that, but for now, I'm just kind of not really, not too, I don't really feel the urgency, you know? So growing is going. I'm going to have you go stab this turkey. Yeah, that's what you're going to do. Once this little hatch is set up, I'm just going to have you go kill this bird. Bam. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. He's not even fighting back, trying to run away, but you're engaged in melee combat. Down instead of out. Ooh, this is a nice little opportunity to heal, actually. So what I'm going to do is, who's going to be my doctor? Oh yeah, I want to get you actually to be my doctor because you're a better doctor, but you don't have passion for it, and I want you to be the doctor. So I'm going to go to build a, where is it? I think it's in furniture. Animal sleeping spot right here. And I'm going to rescue you, and then I'm going to heal you. So I can get some experience for getting some healing in. That's pretty lit. And then I'm going to kill you once you're healed. Because, you know, like, Rimworld's a tough place. Already doctoring Perky. How much medicine do you have? Alright, so you probably won't get a full thing from it. How wounded are you? Yeah, you'll get some, though, so it'll be worth it. You're building that, and you're cutting grass. Okay. So let's see how this works out. Your medicine's at 2,400, and you're getting in a little bit. Ooh, heal root needs to be moved eventually. Probably was cut for some reason. Does it need to be frozen or deteriorates? Yeah, maybe I need to freeze my medicine for now. I think it's in items, or it might be in. I think it's items. It's body parts and finished furniture are manufactured. Is medicine manufactured? Yeah, let's do medicine in there and cut medicine from here. Perfect. So it'll cause some hauling work for you, but that's fine because you live to haul, don't you, Erlen? Or you probably hate it, but you know that's it's a little like it's for progress. Like getting all the steel together is efficient. Like these turkeys probably gonna make it. Death in 13 hours, like for sure, it's gonna make it. Medicine 2,700. Look at that. It was at like 2,400 earlier. That's some experience. So that's we're getting there. We're getting there. Writing that right down. He's just chopping down his tree. Doesn't care what's going on with Aaron's like minor turkey surgery. Downs is growing. Yeah, 6,000. Like it probably won't be today, but that's something. I'm gonna set up a rock dumping zone right here. Dumping zone's the same thing as a stockpile zone, but it starts off with just corpses and stuff like selected, like no weapons or apparel or corpses, but it will be chunks, and chunks are just these like big rocks. So I'm just gonna take all these and haul them. So we're gonna get Erin back to hauling once she's done with. I'm actually gonna change that now. So Erin is grow, mine, haul. Erin, I'm gonna put it like this. So haul is gonna be your priority because now there's actually a bunch of stuff to haul. Like before, you were cleaning because you moved everything, but now we've been productive. So there's now wood and stuff, and we have to move these rocks and like. It's good. It's good that you're doing this, like it's a good sign. Crack with knife. So I think you're almost healed actually, and we can kind of see how effective Erin's medicine was. And then as a reward for her being a good doctor, she can, kill the turkey. All right. Bam, fully healed. Or not fully healed, but you know what I mean. Medicine is up to 3,200. That was a good move. We got some experience for it. And now we get to kill the turkey. And bam, hauling dead turkey. And once the cooking set up, we'll set up cook in a minute. Maybe Aylin's to cook, or who's to cook? Zero's not you, not you. Okay, so Downs will be the cook. That'll be interesting because usually it's not a good idea to have the grower and the cook be the same person because you need like 2 dedicated people for those tasks. But I think we can make it work because we don't need too many meals to start with. Hauling wood. I think you finished planting everything because there's nothing else that you can plant, right? Am I correct in that? Yeah, growing is not high enough, and this looks fully planted. And it'll be done in a minute. So actually, what I'm going to actually have you do, Aaron, is I'm going to reset your thing because because Downs can now haul because he's done planting. So Aaron's going to go dig at this compacted steel, which is fine. You know, it's had to happen soon enough. Your mining's 7, it's their best skill. You're going to get a little better at it. Always a good thing. Downs is just, yeah, there's some stuff to do in here. I'm not going to set up a light yet, but I could theoretically set up a light. I will build a light in here, actually. So furniture, standing lamp, bam. All right, neat. Actually, you know what? I will build a light in here. You need one anyway. Power is going to go like here, boo, 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 and boo, boo, boo. Alright, that should work. And in here, I'm also going to want to build an electric tailor's bench because we're going to want clothes. And we'll have to figure out the power in a minute. We don't have any material for a second, so it's not going to be too big of an issue. And on that note, I'm going to actually set up a new area that's going to, over time, build cotton. Yes, cotton. We're going to grow some cotton. Where is cotton? Cotton plant. And we can use that as material to make clothing and stuff. Yeah, I figure might as well plant it now just because we have the opportunity. He's harvesting raspberry bushes. It's dope. Yeah, and that'll be a good thing to just have growing in the background because once it's planted, it'll be fine. And once we have cotton set up, I'm